And this is Kava. It's like a muscle relaxer or something. Yeah, it's like a muscle relaxer or something, and all the Fijians drink it. Tastes kind of like muddy water, but
Bola.
after so many glasses of it, it makes you all relaxed. So, there you go. Bula.
Bola.
Andres?
No.
Two? Kava is a huge part of Fiji. So much so that it is often said, no Kava, no Fiji. Kava is all over the place in Fiji, and it was always free. It was given at hostels, in the villages, and even at a store, before they aggressively begged me to buy something. So, what exactly is Kava? I've heard it referred to as a muscle relaxer. It comes from a root that they smash into powder, then mix with warm water in a big bowl. It is scooped from the big bowl and drunk out of a coconut shell, and usually in a group. When kava is drunk in a ceremonial way, it is common to clap 3 times after drinking a bowl of kava, because
Clapping is a respect for the kava and the person who's drinking kava.
the effect of kava doesn't get you stoned like weed or mess you up like alcohol, but it does make you relaxed. I would describe kava like a mild drug. However, it gradually becomes less mild over time. The first thing people notice is that it makes their mouth feel numb. Many travelers drink a few bowls and say they don't feel much other than a numb tongue. However, after about 10 bowls, I was feeling pretty relaxed. The popular YouTube channel, Psyched Substance, tried it and described the experience as such.
This feeling so far to taking diazepam or lorazepam, I would say that it feels similar, at least to me. At this dose, this feels very similar.
I have never taken benzos before, but according to Adam, kava is not his cup of tea, or should I say, not his coconut bowl, because
I think I've just personally never really been a fan of benzos, so I'm like the wrong person to judge this stuff. But again, I do want to say this again. I also don't really enjoy benzodiazepines, and some people really love them. So I would say that if you like benzos, then you will probably like this stuff. In regards to like physical sensations, I don't really feel any different. My body feels normal. There's just, as I said, just calm, just more, I guess, relaxed. I really don't know how else to word it other than that.
the next morning he mentioned that it gave him crazy dreams, which I can also attest to.
Besides the actual effects of kava, this is the next day, and I wanted to let you guys know that my dreams were so weird. I was abducted.
He also stated that it is fat soluble, which I did not know.
Lactones are more soluble in fats, so by adding a fat source, we ensure that we extract as many of the cavalactones as possible. Yummy. A really interesting way to know that you extracted a lot of the cavalactones out of it is if your mouth starts to go numb.
Although I did not combine it with fat, I guess I still had fat in my system from my last meal, because I definitely felt that numbness in my mouth, and the relaxing effects of kava continued to build up with subsequent coconut bowls. Like I said, many tourists drink about 4 or 5 bowls, say they don't feel much, and then go back to drinking alcohol, or stop and go to bed. The local people kept telling me that kava has a cumulative effect, not only throughout the night, but also in the long term. It was on Mana Island that I drank the most kava I ever have. For some reason, I decided to indulge one night. There was one other traveler who also stayed up drinking kava with me. I remember him looking at me with glazed eyes and at a slow pace saying, "Dude, this stuff isn't even affecting me," while looking obviously nearly asleep. We drank about 20 to 30 bowls of kava. I slept well that night. However, kava really blurred the line between asleep and awake. As soon as I closed my eyes, I was dreaming until I chose to open them again. I remember feeling calm but clear-headed and awake, sorta, while watching sparkling ants crawl across the screen of my mind. As with many things that are natural, there are many dubious health claims about kava.
In Australia, it's for anxiety in human beings.
Nice.
In Scotland, it's for leukemia and cancer.
Really?
Kava.
Huh.
Fiji Kava.
Cool.
That's why in the village in Australia, New Zealand, America, they have kava capsules in the pantry for medical use.
I've also heard a few people tell me that their body cannot handle kava well. Personally, I'm not sure how healthy kava is in general, but I can say that it seems safer than alcohol.
My name is Andres. I am in Jet Point in Fiji. She is Claire. We are going to try to go inside of the Hi family. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. In 3 more days it's going to be my Christmas. Sorry, my birthday. I'm a singer.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna show you this in the morning and see if you remember it, and it's gonna be funny when you do it.
Yeah.
Most people can drink way more kava than alcohol before becoming impaired, and Fijians have been drinking kava for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years, and it is a substance of national pride. So it goes to show that kava is not particularly dangerous in reasonable doses, but they are also biased to believe in its health benefits. With that said, do not misunderstand me. It's possible that kava is pretty healthy. I just wouldn't be surprised if the negatives were understated and the benefits were exaggerated, especially in Fiji. Kava certainly is anti-anxiety, as is other drugs that interact with CB1 and GABA receptors. But I'm pretty skeptical of its alleged anti-cancer effects. Again, it's possible, I don't know. However, I used to hear people claim that Mary Jane Wana kills cancer, but Bob Marley died from cancer. And I mean him no disrespect, just stating the facts. Speaking of Bob Marley, I enjoyed listening to the Fijians play his music while drinking kava.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery and from yourself get free our mind.
And of course, a funny Fijian song called "Please Don't Touch My Papaya." I think that's a good song to conclude this video with.
Touch my papaya.